My name is Wayne Mitchell. Wayne Omar Mitchell is on my birth certificate, but I am popularly known as Wayne Marshall. Well, I am a performer, I'm a singer, I'm a writer, producer, so yeah, I'm a artist. The relationship with my father, it has, I fear to say it has developed over time. As a young kid, I used to think he was strict, kind of a little bit rough, overbearing a little bit, but then that was just me being a kid and thinking he doesn't want me to be great, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like I just had that little back and forth, you know, how it goes as youth growing up. But mommy was the complete opposite, so it was almost like the perfect balance. I had the perfect balance of parents where father being strict and mother being more relaxed, you know. So I had a good balance, very good relationship. I have a great relationship now. Looking back, I wouldn't change a thing. As a youth, I think I'd never want to be a father like you, but then here it is, you mature and you realize, looking back, you can see it was almost like he was the best dad ever. Even now, he comes over and he gives me advice, and you know, we talk, and we basically go through fathering together because he's there with me, come check me almost every day, and spend even 15-20 minutes with the boys. And it's great to observe, because you can see how the role of a father can change as it becomes grandfather, and you know, it's different, you know. When I first heard that I was going to be a dad, I was over the moon. I was elated. I was thinking, who can I call? Mommy, daddy, friends, you know, because as I say, it wasn't anything that I took lightly at all, you know. I really felt a buzz, you know, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything. So yeah, I can't quite recall where I was standing or what I was doing, but I just remember the moment was just one of those exhilarating moments, you know. Yeah, man. As a dad, I would say my biggest fear is not being able to provide for my kids. And I think that fear also contributes to, in a sense, to not being the perfect dad, because then you think, oh, I have to make ends meet, I have to be on the road, I have to be grinding, I have to be hustling. I always wanted to be a father. I always saw fatherhood as almost like a crowning glory to becoming a man, you know. And in my observation, I've always noticed there are two distinct types of fathers. Those who really truly see fatherhood as being one of the most important things that they could ever be. And then there's the other father who is trying to become a father because of how it look. I see it in my world, you know, where you have a man like Sean Paul who has been around the globe and back and just have one kid, and he's giving the kid everything, his time, his effort, his resources, everything is putting into the kid, where Sean Paul could have been like any other man and have 10-15 picnic all over the globe. I think being a father is one of the most direct missions that you can get from the divine source, creator, whatever it is, you know, nature, you know, that this is your mission, this is your little soul, this is what you have is important, and this kid, this baby, this child, this spirit will need your guidance specifically. Maybe not just your guidance, but more like the village that it's born into, but directly the parents. I think that it's a big deal. It's a super big deal, and I feel like my contribution to their life is going to be very integral in them being the best person that they can be, you know. And I wish every father could look at it like that. I think the secret to making our family work, as blended as it is the fact that we put the kids first at all times. And we know that if we have a stress on our relationships as the adults of the unit, that it will put a strain on the kids, you know what I mean, and their, you know, childhood and their growing up and their observation of what true love is and what real family bond is, you know. And we take it seriously how we interact and how that will affect them.